All right, hey guys, OFD checking in here, and today I'm super excited and grateful to be bringing you a watch from Timex. This is from the Archive series. Now, if you guys are familiar with what Timex is doing lately, they're just really bringing out some great kind of retro designed watches and giving them great theme names. Most of these are coming out in the Archive series, but in some of the other series too, the Waterberries are just, they're doing some really great stuff. So I'll leave a link to the Timex website. I'll leave a link to Amazon where you can buy a bunch of great Timex watches. I want to thank this guy over here at TechWriter on Instagram. Go to his feed over there on Instagram, follow him. He's in with a group of buddies at EDC Watch. I'm going to leave this up here for the whole video, so you guys definitely go over, follow these guys, check them out. But actually at TechWriter, he lent this watch in to me, guys, to show here on the channel. What we have here, this is the Timex Navi Harbor. I said Navitimer, that's pretty funny. But yeah, it's just a cool retro styled, dive styled watch, kind of more in a sporting watch series, but from Timex. And they've got a number of different color variations and stuff like that out there. Now, I just this morning went over to the website, guys, and they're sold out of a lot of different versions of these, but it's just a really great watch. I'm really pleased. Thank you again for sending this watch out to me, guys. I love it. I think it's a really cool watch. So let's get into it just a little bit. Now, advertised dimensions on this watch, and I will get out the caliper to get a lug to lug on it because I didn't get that, but it's a 38mm case, so it's a really good sized case. I will, at the end of the video, guys, get you a wrist shot and a loom shot. We're going to do the outside thing because this watch really does have good loom. Now, it's a quartz watch, as you guys can see, and try to get a little bit closer here on the dial, and we'll talk about the dial. Now, this quartz movement, generally what you get with Timex is most these watches can be made all sorts of different places around the world. Many and most of the movements are Philippine-made movements, and they're really good movements. I've never ever had a problem with a Timex movement. As you guys can see, the second hand on this one, it hits the indices pretty good. It's not perfect, but it really is pretty good. You know, not too bad. Classic diver's styling here on this dial, but you do get a little bit of a field watch effect with that 24-hour chapter on the inside. And obviously, guys, one of the coolest things about it is you guys can see there at the 2 o'clock mark, or the 1400 hours, look at how the end of the hour hand has that open spot in it, where you'd have like a Mercedes logo generally on a field watch. Look at how it's open, and you can see that 24-hour ring inside of there. Very neat, very good attention to detail from Timex. Obviously, applied indices on this watch. These are, you know, hand painted on, and like I said, it has really good loom, so it's thickly applied. And even with that hour hand, if you guys can see inside of that circle spot where you get the 24-hour ring, you do have loom on the lower half of the hand. You also have loom on the minute hand there, and you have loom on the pip, the moving second hand there. So bezel on this is a non-click bezel. It's a bidirectional friction style bezel. And this, guys, I'm a kid of the 80s. This is very standard and very typical of what you would get, you know, when you were buying these watches in the 1980s. It's nice and stiff, so once you set it, it's not really going to move around on you. Now, as it ages, maybe that'll be different, but right now it's really nicely done. The case on this watch, I'm not exactly sure, guys, of the coating they're using. It's either a PVD or maybe an ion plating on this watch. Looks really good. This particular model comes on this leather NATO strap. You know, typical leather strap you get from Timex, and they're done well. They're really nice. Kind of weathered, you know, hardware on this, which looks really good. Good stitching, good overall quality. Go ahead and open it up so we can take a look at the case back on here. I think you're gonna notice, you know, some typical things from Timex, which I appreciate. I like the consistency in what they do. Now you've got right there, guys. If you want to pause it, I'm not going to go through the reference number, but there it is on the sticker there on the back. But you can see the water resistance 100 meters, the Timex.com logo. What I really always appreciate down here on this side here, guys, is the model, the reference number for the battery you need for this, and stainless steel back, of course. And I'm not sure exactly what the 45N, maybe a manufacturing number there. Timex done nicely on the back. Go ahead and get this back on the strap for you guys here. You know, I just think it's a great little watch. These things over at the Timex website, they're going to put you back around $130, $140. As far as I know, unless you maybe have a Timex boutique near you, these are not going to be available, you know, at Amazon or anything like that. There's a lot of other stuff on Amazon you guys can pick up, but I don't think they have these available yet. Just to bring it up here and show you guys the box that these come in. Very nice. You can see the Timex Archive series there. I'm going to go ahead and set the watch down and we'll go ahead and look at this. Now these are a sleeve box here. And on the back, before I bring it up here, I'll show you again. Here's some of the information. There you have the Navi Harbor, the black, the reference number, the watch, you know, the movement in the Philippines. And like I said, these watches can be made anywhere. But, you know, it's a US-based group, Timex is. So you get this in this nice box with this nice little, excuse me here, let me get this focus. Nice little elastic over the front, and get it open here. You get your you know, your information in the box, which is nice, simple. And I think you have like your warranty card and some more information about the Timex group. Yeah. This kind of goes back all the way to this is history of the company, all the way back to the old Waterbury clock company. Very cool. Neat information there. And then, of course, you've got these elastic bands. I took it out of there because it's kind of difficult to do, you know, for the video and stuff. But so there's what the box comes with. Very cool watches. Like I said, I'll leave you the link. Now, I'll go ahead and pause the video here, guys, and we'll get this on the wrist so you can see what it looks like on my 7-inch wrist. And we'll get a Loom shot of this. All right, give me a second here, guys. All right, guys, getting a little sun on the Navi Harbor here before we take it into the bat cave and get a look at it. It's got a good loom. It really does have good loom. Of course, there's no loom at the pip there. Non-screw-down crown on this watch. I forgot to measure the lug to lug, so I will put that down in the description, guys. Here we go. So yeah, look at that. For a little Timex, it's awesome loom. This does not have your Indiglo function either on this watch, guys. Just want to make that clear. Alright guys, we've been taking a look at the Timex Navi Harbor. An awesome little 100-meter watch. And thanks to @TechWriter on Instagram for sending this watch out for a review. Alright guys, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up down there at the bottom. If you've not subscribed to the OFD channel yet, please do. Please do. Thanks guys.